Welcome back to another episode of the GODSUccess Teach and Pray. Our leader of the week's topic today will be, who do you say he is? Our Bible verse are Genesis 1:1-3. In the beginning, God made all creations, and these creations had led us to where we are today. He made us in his own image, so he is within us if we allow him to be. God chose to create us. He formulated us from nothing. The earth was formless and empty. Darkness was over the surface of the deep, and the Spirit of God hovered over the waters. What do you choose to formulate today? God is in you if you allow him to stay. This is yours truly, MC and engineer, His Excellency the Carr, Director of GODSU Chaplaincy Program, and CEO of dakarmarketingtools, an international graphic and printing company providing you with all your marketing needs to help you and your company grow. Our popular products are GODSU African American Bibles, magazines, banners, flyers, branded golf shirts, and jackets. Our world-renowned services include marketing, consulting, coaching, keynotes, promoting, public relations, and conference planning. Without any further ado, Dr. CeciliaWilson Smith, take us away.
Dear God, in a world where people continue to glorify themselves, I'm grateful I know you are worthy of all honor, all glory, and all praise. Father, thank you for the things that you brought me through that I can now use to help others in their struggle. Thank you that I have something to give, some encouragement to share, some wisdom to impart. Help me to freely give away what you so graciously given to me. In Jesus' name, amen. Our weekly theme is, who do you say he is? Our chapter 8 and verse 1. Knowing the name of our God will lead you into a deeper relationship with him. Why do you need a deeper relationship with God? Because a deeper relationship with God will shift your focus from within to what the Lord requires. Throughout Scripture, we find God's people calling on his name. In the Bible, God reveals himself by various names, mostly related to his ability to meet the needs of his people. Thus, the people of God in the Bible were able to call on the name of the Lord for peace. People today, too, whatever our present need, God is the one who can meet that need. And he reveals himself as such by one of his many names. The Bible includes more than 85 names for our God. Each name gives us a description of who God is and how he relates to his creation. Today, I will share with you one or mighty one. This morning, our theme verse is found in Genesis chapter 1. In the beginning, when God created the universe, the earth was formless and desolate. The raging ocean that covered everything was engulfed in total darkness, and the Spirit of God was moving over the water. Then God commanded, "Let there be light," and light appeared. When we pray to our God Elohim, we remember that he is the one who began in all, creating the heavens and the earth. This ancient name for God contains the idea of God's creative power as well as his authority and sovereignty. That's God Elohim. In God, we find all the components of everything he ever created. In this season, we all should be in complete awe of the masterpiece of God's creation. He created the universe with his word. He created you as a part of the universe. He created my passion. He created my spirit. He created my field and my interest. He created what was. He created what is. He's already created what shall be. He literally has the whole world in his hand. Someone just thought, did God create this coronavirus though? With this pneumonia-causing virus spreading across the country and Europe, after it was first detected in central China 3 months ago, governments around the world have wrapped up efforts to limit people's movement and began imposing wide-ranging closures on business, restaurants, and schools domestically in our recent weeks. So you might be asking, where is God? God shows us who is really with him and what will ultimately become of those who ignore him, put their hope and trust in anything else, and disobey his commandments. God requires all of us to repent. As we are professing Christians, he calls us to look at how we're living and to consider if it is consistent with what he commands. For unbelievers, he calls them to turn away from faith in themselves. Where is God? God is right where he always has been. He hasn't moved. The question is, do you trust him even when you can't trace him? Or are you sitting on the edge of your seat, biting your nails, awaiting the next press conference? I encourage you to intentionally set your mind on God, Elohim, things above, and not on the earthly things. Colossians 3 and 2. I am Dr. Cecilia Smith, created by God to become the founder and CEO of Strong Sister Strength Ministries Incorporated. I am also a licensed chaplain and a dean at Global Oved Seminary University, a university in youth, each day to impact the lives of people. Thank you. Next co-host, take it away.
I believe there's one God. Yes, we call him by many names, but he's the same God today, tomorrow, and forever. I call him God because I know who he is in my life. I trust the God that I serve and I believe. I know he's the God in my name. Could you imagine someone calls you out of your name? Oh, how would you feel? God wants us to trust him. God wants us to believe in him. God is never God. So continue to trust the God that knows, the God that is over everything. I thank God for the name of God, because when I pray God in the name of Jesus Christ. That's what I do. Because I thank God because I know he's in control of everything. Yes, he is omnipresent. Yes, he is. He see it all, he know it all, and he gives us freedom. That is the God that I serve. I am Reverend Dr. Emery. I'm the chaplain, assistant dean at I get so excited. Assistant dean, and also business owner of Self-Fashion Focus. I thank God for my business. I focus on women's apparel and accessories. Thank you.
The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom then shall I fear? Whom then shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. The Lord is the strength of my life. Of whom then be afraid. We're talking today about one of the names given to God, Elohim. It's actually the first word in Scripture used for God, and expresses the general idea of greatness and glory. Contains the idea of creative and governing power, because He is our governor and is our everything. So, as we move forward through this week, we will learn other words, as our host has told us about, for God. And for example, Yahweh, Jehovah, God, and so forth. I am Dr. Leo Pickett, Chaplain and Assistant Dean of Music for Global Oved Seminary University, and founder of LP Community Foundation, serving seniors through music therapy and health and nutrition. Thank you.
I use the names of God in my life during my time of prayer and praise. I praise God for His character. When I give thanks to God, I thank God for what He has done. But when I praise His name, I praise Him for what He is capable of doing for me. In other words, when you simply praise and worship God, what you are saying to God is that He is capable of doing something for you in your situation. I'm so excited this week about us learning the different names of God. We will be able to see that when we go through difficult situations and difficult circumstances, we can call on a specific name of God and be assured that He will show up. Remember, He said the name of the Lord is a strong tower, and because we are righteous, we can run into that name and find safety. I'm so grateful that I know Elohim, the supreme one that reigns over heaven and earth. I am Reverend Dr. Stokes, and I am Assistant Dean and Chaplain here at Global Oved Seminary University. And I'm also the founder of Sister Gathering. It is a discipleship, coaching, and mentoring program for women. Thank you.
Elohim, thank you for creating great things for us to walk into. You know the plans that you have for us, and you create junctions where you link together our skills, experiences, interests, knowledge, and gifts, so that we can fulfill your calling placed on our lives. Please create purity and peace in our hearts that is appealing to you and those around us. Thank you for designing our destiny, for you know the plans that you have just for us. Thank you for directing our footsteps each and every day through the plans that you have for us. Apart from you, Elohim, we can do nothing. So we magnify you and praise you, and you inhabit the praises of your people. Again, thank you, Elohim, the creator of the universe. I am Minister Alicia Moses Armstrong, Chaplain of Global Oved Seminary University, founder and CEO of Agape Love Treasure, where we share faith and hope and love to you. Thank you.
Thank you for a wonderful message, Dr. Reverend. I'm calling you Reverend already. Reverend Dr. CeciliaWilson Smith, for a great lesson this morning. I look forward to the rest of the names of God, Elohim. I think about God is omnipresent. God is the creator. I'm thinking of two quick examples that of God. A girl that sees a cartoon character on television and walks over. She's 2 years old. She grabs a tissue and she starts to wipe the tears of the character off the television. If you ask her what love is, she doesn't know, but it's innate. It's part of us. I think about another example that that actually touches my heart. It was about a cheetah or a tiger or something like that. And once the tiger or the cheetah finds out that she actually is holding a baby, the animal actually stopped the aggressiveness and actually started to try to nurture the baby monkey, which is amazing. But it shows you that even
predators have hearts because they're made they're made from God. They're all creatures of God. So God is love and universal. I am Dr. Willis Eubanks, and I'm Vice Chancellor of Global Oved Seminary University. I'm also the CEO of Global Alliance Technical Services, where we help get your financial house in order, whether you're a business or whether you're a personal family, the legacies to come. And also teach IT certification. God bless you and stay encouraged during this challenging time. Thank you.
Fantastic topic there, Dr. CeciliaWilson Smith, and well done. We as people of God have to stand strong. We have to know to call on our God. We need to know all the various names, and all the names come down to God, but it just shows all the various characteristics of God. And so thank you this morning for talking about Elohim, and thank you for giving your godly reflections as we go through life, and as we go through crisis, and as we go through all these various pandemics and things that bring most people to fear. How would it feel to know that there are viruses, there are thousands and hundreds of thousands of viruses around us every single day? Yes, there are. But this one is what you call the Michael Jordan, the LeBron James of viruses, in terms of it is the number one, the one that caught your attention. It's always around, but this one really caught our attention. And it brings us to look at, to realize that God has created science. God has created all these wonderful things. God has created fire. Fire can be used to cook. Fire can be used to keep you warm. And fire can be used to burn down a church, as we saw the other day. So it's not that God has created bad things. It's that whatever God has put in existence, how do we treat it? So the COVID-19 virus has been found in bats and other wild animals, and it does not affect them. It does nothing to them. But once you cross it over into species, by eating some of these things or mixing the blood of those items with other items that you do eat, then you have that interspecies contamination, and we get into problems. So a lot of what we see here is done by ourselves, or as Dr. Cecilia would say, through disobedience, that we are doing these things. And if you look in the Bible, the Bible, it has so many things in there. It actually teaches you how to eat and what not to eat. And people used to look at it and say, I don't understand. Why is it saying not to eat things with wings? Or why does it say not to eat things with this and with that? And why can't I just do anything you want to do? God has given us free will. So yeah, you can go ahead and do it. But when the consequences come, don't ask, where is God? Don't ask, why did God create COVID-19? COVID-19, in its environment that it's supposed to be in bats, it does quite well, and there's no problem. Bats don't get sick from it, and it is in bats. That brings me to other diseases like syphilis and gonorrhea and other STDs. Do you know that they are found in animals? And the animals don't get sick? Yes, I'm talking about dogs. Yes, I'm talking about horses. They do just fine. They do not cause disease. But once you take that step and you start doing things with those animals that you're not supposed to do, then these diseases show up because man has been disobedient. Follow God, that beautiful Bible. With all that. What does it say there? And yes, I know in the New Testament, it says you can eat whatever, just pray over it. But suffer the consequences then, guys. And so if you look at a country like Japan, Japan started out just like every other country with its 5-10 people having it, but look at the culture of Japan. Japan practices social distancing as part of their culture. You do not touch a Japanese hand. They bow to you. The Japanese, due to their environment and their culture, they've been wearing masks for decades. They wore masks 10 years ago, 20 years ago. They wore masks. They are constantly washing their hands. What is our culture here? You would be in the bathroom with someone in a restaurant. They take 15 minutes. They come out, fix their hair, and then keep it stepping. The men, they complain about the same thing. They're in the bathroom with these guys, and they walk right out. They don't wash their hands. So it's a cultural thing. Why this thing spreads so much here as opposed to other places? He said, well, what about Italy? Well, Italy, they meet a stranger, they kiss you on one cheek, then they move their face over your nose, eyes, and mouth and kiss you on the other cheek. Think about that. They're hugging. They're doing all these things with no social distancing. That is why it has multiplied 5 times there than anywhere else. It's a cultural thing. So now we're being asked to do social distancing. I know it's hard, guys. We're used to the hugging and the kissing, the social distancing. Now we're used to wash our hands. Most people, it's killing them, guys. They ain't never washed their hands after using the bathroom a day in their life. They don't even know what that is. But we have to do it now. So let's say this. God has given us the good brain, the good sense to come up with these rules that are going to help us. Do it. I see people still having their classes with their personal trainer. I see people having church as usual. I see people doing all these different things because according to them, my God, one lady said that she doesn't believe COVID-19 exists because God told her this and her president told her that, and she does not believe it. Guys, God has given you a brain. Please use it. I am Her Excellency Reverend Dr. Diane Moore-Eubanks, and this is Global Oved Seminary and University. I'm the Chancellor, the Provost of Global Bible Institute, or Seminary, and also a licensed financial agent and advisor within VITA Financial Network, where we protect your family through life insurance. We can make your child a millionaire. We can teach you, as well as do for you retirement planning and rollovers into your annuities. You see, all of you have lost, I think there was $7 trillion lost due to this virus, and a lot of it has been through the Wall Street. We can show you how to set your accounts up so that when that happens, you do not lose anything. So with that said, we are GODSU. We are your marketplace ministers. Have a fantastic day, and we praise Elohim and wash those hands. God bless you. Bye-bye.